Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the mid-coast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
One, two, three, four. Well, I've been rolling in since the clock came Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking to the honky-tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the shops and it's away we go.
It's Wuzzup time. After a stormy week last week, we're back with clear and cold this week. I'm Larry Sidelinger. Here's the man of the mills, Bobby Whear. We got Dinah Day behind the camera. TV Toby's on the floor here. And
it's going to be the first time they've ever had a supplement.
We got a supplement for a storm supplement.
Yeah.
Jonathan Riley was very busy for the paper, taking lots of pictures, and that's right there.
It's usually like early bird special.
Yeah, this is
like
the early bird supplement for storm damage, and quite a storm it was. As we all know, the community was struck hard and doing lots of different things, Bobby. Chambers got a thing going out there, a little decal.
I like that.
Midcoast Strong, yeah.
Nice
decal. She did a nice job with Jennifer Cooley there from B. Mallory Design. Did that for us. And did you get any storm damage up at the
No,
end?
not at the house, but the fish ladder, of course. You've seen those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost.
Was there any damage? So when the water went down, it was okay?
No, the building itself's all right, but we had a couple refrigerators, a freezer from, times when we had the fish ladder festival and all that. But
did the water come up over your backyard?
Oh, yeah. I live with that all the time. That's a normal event.
You're like a little Venice here. Isn't Venice a place in Italy where the water's up?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So that's good. So we're going to start it off here, folks. Your favorite 27 minutes of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're talking storm.
So $1 million for that bell house. That
is that what they say? $1 million to fix that?
Yep.
Wow.
$1 million, and they're trying to sell some bricks, but that's going to take a lot of bricks.
That's a lot of bricks for $1 million.
They trucked all those bricks. My friend Jimmy and Laura, I believe. No, who's the gal who runs the parks there? Dinah Dave would know that.
Shelley Gallagher.
Yeah. So they wheelbarrowed all the bricks out of there. They have them in a pile, and people can go and buy them. And of course, they had the day they had the auction for the bricks was another storm.
Not quite as bad, but still it was a big tide.
Yep. So
big surprise here I found in this district, this tax incremental difference here in Damariscotta. They're not getting anywhere near the money they predicted they would get.
The thing is with that, they projected development that never happened.
Well, it never happened because the price is so high, nobody can afford to go in there except a bank.
Right. So anyway, that whole Camden National development was supposed to be all stores.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be bringing in revenue for the TIF, and the TIF in Damariscotta was designated for sidewalks.
Yeah.
And, of course, we all know we want to be able, people want to be able to walk from, say, the Great Salt Bay School to Hannaford's, or down Bristol Road, and so
ain't happened.
I was talking to Dan Hunter, and he's a big affordable housing guy he's a selectman in Damariscotta, and the affordable housing, you're going to need sidewalks. For affordable housing.
Yeah,
to get any money for affordable housing, whatever agency's going to give you the money, they're going to need access to the town.
That's a beautiful spot for housing, with the exception the rifle range is right out behind there.
Yeah,
and they're out there shooting all the time.
Well, for somebody that doesn't have any place to live, that's small.
You're right.
Small
But
peanut.
I mean, it's a walking distance to the grocery store.
Absolutely.
To town, it's really not too bad. Not a lot of sidewalks, but
Maybe,
nice.
Hey, maybe that Dan Catlin guy. Maybe he'd go for apartment buildings.
I don't know. I don't know. Our friends Ann Howell and Stephanie Mazzaroli.
Yep.
They're in Seascapes there.
And I saw Stephanie, and they're busy girls.
Busy girls.
Yeah. And I saw Randy Miller. He raves about their work. So good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to do Dungeons and Dragons at the Wiscasset Community School there over there. And I think this fella here, Tyler Witham Jordan's in a lot of trouble. What do you think?
I think so, and rightfully so. But he's
Katie Newell, she's an awful nice lady.
Oh my God, Katie.
How many kids has she taught to play the fiddle?
Yeah,
dozens and dozens and dozens.
Yep, and you know that you see somebody, older now, maybe in their 20s, and they play the fiddle or the violin, and they came out of her.
Oh yeah,
her teachings.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, that's page 1, Bobby. We got that one knocked off in 5 minutes. So now up at Lincoln Academy, they're going to replace.
It's a real problem.
Yeah. Big time. That bird, they got to move the bird's nest.
Yep. So
put new lighting up there.
Yeah, the new pole, because they got these old light poles that they're made out of wood. The new ones are going to be made out of steel, and they'll be in a big cement pad. And so they got to move the ospreys, and the people from inland fisheries are saying just let them live on their own, and just let them. He said there's enough pine trees around there if they want to stay in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, those birds aren't going to go too far.
Yep.
Yeah. I went up to that benefit last night there and made a little donation. And big crowds, some great music. Caleb Jones was just amazing.
Yep.
Boy, it was really good.
Business after hours for the Wiscasset Chamber. That's going to be at Back River Bistro. That's coming up a week from today, I believe. And the
Hospital League donated some money to
all our friends there, Cindy, Mara, and
Susan Winter and Revan.
Yep.
Some great ladies there.
Yep, getting a check for...
Getting her done.
It's that thrift shop stuff, right?
Getting her done, yep. Getting her done. Yeah, so Wiscasset, they've appointed a temporary town manager over there. Interim. They call it temporary. What's the difference between temporary and interim?
It means either the girl that's going to be in there doesn't want it, or they're going to do a trial period. For the selectmen's going to have a trial period for the town manager.
Well, Dennis is going on vacation, January 30th. Dennis Simmons.
Yep.
I didn't read the whole thing.
It's talking a lot. We were talking about the bricks there, but they got A.D. Gray over in Waldeboro. They got their own there's a lot of pile of bricks around this county, but they're trying to sell those to raise money for the Waldeboro Historical Society. What about the object this week, Larry? What do you think that is? Some type of a spindle or something, maybe for winding thread, or who knows?
I don't know.
It could be a barbell for babies or something.
Yeah, barbell for babies. Only you would come up with that. Barbell for babies.
Well, the other thing's going on up there, January 19th, they got the Waldeboro Soup Supper. Only in Maine do they spell supper, S-U-P-P-A.
Well, isn't that how you spell it?
No.
It's not?
No. There's an R at the end, Larry.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Well, we changed R's to H's around here.
That gravel pit, ledge pit, they call it, up in Dresden, that finally looks like that's going to get approved, much to the chagrin of the neighbors.
So I was talking with my buddy Seth Hager the other day, and of course they blast up at their quarry up there. And when I told him someday I want to go up there and do a film of them getting ready to blast.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty. I've never seen that. I bet that'd be pretty interesting. He said that they drill that and it comes right off and slice a knife.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Sure they have it. Sure they have it down to a science.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jefferson School Committee, they've got, special education's a big deal in the school systems in Lincoln County. It costs a lot of money, and it's people at different school systems are trying to figure out how to tackle that. Jefferson, sounds like they sent their students to Nobleboro, and I guess they're figuring that it's too expensive, so they want to have their own in-house behavior program, and so they're talking about doing that. And
we had one when I went to school. It was called 12-inch ruler. Put your knuckles, put your hands down there and take one across the knuckles, and you behaved after that. You go sit in the corner.
Yeah, they're talking about pulling $100,000 from the long-term maintenance fund in Jefferson to a special ed fund to create this behavior program. So
I'm pretty sure it didn't cost any $100,000 for that ruler.
No.
Teacher, she would be a little liberal that.
Yeah.
Liberal use. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Democrats, they're going to caucus February 3rd and 4th. Good vibe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even really look at the letters to the editor over many times.
No, there's a few political things. Editorial, talking about the the effectiveness of people helping and during the storms. And anyway, there was there's a Molly Raines from Lincoln County News. She's got some pictures here of the blizzard of '78.
I remember that one.
Yeah. Everybody knows where they were.
Yeah.
Blizzard of '78. So, of course, where I was in Massachusetts, you couldn't drive for 5 days in the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that was a state of emergency.
State of emergency. And I won $50 because somebody bet me that I couldn't drive from where I was to a bar in downtown Marblehead.
No problem.
Yeah, I drove right in and I said, you give the $50 to the bartender and I'll be right down.
My friend Lydia, she's introduced a bill for repairability scores for consumer electronics.
I saw
I'm not sure
that.
what that's all about.
How about this article, old article George Dow wrote about a couple fiddlers. One was Doug, you know him,
Who?
Doug, oh, come on.
Doug Goodwin?
Yeah, Doug Goodwin.
Oh, you used to own the store up in the mills there, yeah.
So anyway, George Dow's got an article about two different fiddlers. One was Fiddler John, the other one was Fiddler Doug. And Doug was Doug Goodwin. And Fiddler John lived in Sheepskid, I believe. So, talking about that. Yeah.
There's picture after picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a mess. Long Cove is just that road down there in Chamberlain is just a mess.
Yeah, I was down at the fish house with my friend Lee yesterday, and you could see the mark on the wall.
On the wall where the water was.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Now this is important stuff. Whitefield's going to have a library chili cook-off.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty important in Whitefield.
Well, yeah, because Whitefield's got that library they cranked up,
Yeah.
and so anyway, it's Arlington Lane, folks, up in Whitefield, right at the junction of 126.
Yeah, chili cook-off.
Yeah. Got some mining over in Somerville. They're talking mining over there. I think they're want to get a little ahead of the game about, because what's going on in Dresden. So they just had a big brouhaha with that blasting pit they got there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
The Ponte String Quartet, they're always working, those guys. And,
yeah.
So anyway, they got Fred Edelin. He's the principal cellist of the San Antonio Symphony. He's going to be a guest cellist. Boy, I can't even imagine. They got the quartet with another great cellist. That would be a treat. So there's a whole list of they're going to be playing at St. Colum's Episcopal Church in Booth Bay. They're going to be playing in Rockport, probably at the Rockport Opera House. That would be beautiful.
Probably. Yeah.
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 Maine Revenue Services.
They're going to have a seminar, aren't they?
Wow, they're going to do webinars.
Webinars,
for individual income taxes.
Yeah.
Geez, my blood pressure just went up when I mentioned that.
You're feeling the vibe.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
The poison go through the veins.
It's the worst week of my life when we have to do our taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Dresden's not fooling around. They hired a new town administrator that's going to referee that whole gravel pit thing up there. Nicole Rogers. She was born and raised in Dresden, and she's the current town clerk. So now she's the current town clerk, and now she's going to be she accepted the position of town administrator. Now
that's just like what they got in Bristol. That's not a town manager.
Yeah.
An administrator doesn't have anywhere near the authority that a manager does.
Yeah.
Town manager is kind of like the CEO of the town. He can hire and fire.
So you're talking town manager. Nicole is now the current town clerk.
Town clerk. So she's going to be the town administrator.
Clerk, and now she's going to be the town administrator.
Right. So she's not going to have the same authority as a town manager does.
Okay.
She's going to be kind of like what Rachel is Bizzarro down in Bristol.
Yep.
She's the town administrator. Kind of keeps eye on things and lets the board hire and fire.
Yeah, Alna's got a situation going on. My friends Connie and Gary Haywood live up on Egypt Road, and they were talking to them a little while about this bridge that's basically it's seen its day up there in Egypt Road. Yeah. But they wait so long that the prices have gone. You know, like they get an engineering. An engineering done on the project, and then they get a price, and then they just wait and wait and wait. And now it's like a couple $100,000 more than.
Yeah. And everything has to have an engineer's sign off, a stamp of approval, or something. That's kind of a joke. J.B. Smith, he's going to do a lecture series.
Yeah, J.B.'s got
the Captain's Boat Shop.
Yep. He's one of the harvesters down the mills.
Yeah?
Yep. And Devin Peel and Heidi Shannon. Now, Heidi Shannon, they're engaged, and Heidi Joy Shannon's a graduate of Lincoln Academy. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Picture of Stephanie up on a huge boulder. They're putting a pin in the boulder when they're surveyors. Well, the Midcoast Maine equestrian team, they did it. They won their match up at Stonewall Stables in Noblesboro, and they're headed to the zone finals. And these kids are young. I mean, they're 12 years old.
Yeah, my wife's granddaughter, she rides up there all the time. She's only like 8.
Yeah.
Some fun to see this little tiny kid up there telling this great big horse, which way to go and whatnot. And those kids, they have to groom the horses and muck the stalls and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, a lot of times in that case, you muck stalls in exchange for, feed or keep your horse up there.
Don't know how that all plays out.
Everybody has a different system, but anyway, how about this Panther Madomic Valley wrestler, 215-pound wrestler? That's got to be a tough class.
I tell you, he was a heck of a lineman too for the football team.
Well, I tell you, he just won his 100th career win in wrestling. Marshall Addy's his name.
Yeah.
And Larry was telling me a big game coming up between Oceanside and
Madomic next Friday night, not tomorrow, but next Friday night, and then Tuesday after that. Lincoln and Madomic in a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. It's all going to be on this channel, Channel 7.
Yeah.
As well as live streamed. Yeah. And both Madomic and Lincoln, Oceanside, all 3 teams playing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give a shout out to the junior varsity Lincoln team. They beat Oceanside 73-66. That's pretty good to see.
Yeah.
It's good to see the younger kids doing it. So
getting it on.
Coach DePatsy, he got.
I was there at that tribute that night. That was a pretty nice tribute.
Yeah.
And Nick gave away a couple of plaques, and this is one of the things that makes him so successful is he's nurtured a team of volunteers that work in the Pee Wee program. And that night there was like 75 or 80 kids from 1st through 5th, I think, or 1st to 4th, that they play in this Pee Wee program.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy how many.
Well,
boys
we all know that's the way.
The feeder program.
That's the way.
That's the feeder program.
You have a good youth program. You have a good high school team.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and I was thinking, I was talking to my buddy Phil on the radio, on the TV the other night. You think 400 wins? He's probably got another 150 or 200 losses there. 600 games, 550, 600 games. That's a lot of nights being out, away from your family, getting on a school bus, riding the back roads of Maine, plus all the practices, summer program. That's a lot of commitment, a lot of commitment.
So the Oceanside secret, I guess, is this: these two twins. They're called the Galleys. They combined for 51 points against Lincoln.
Oh, the Galley boys. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
They made short work of Lincoln Academy, and Lincoln did not play well. And you got to give the credit to Oceanside. They forced them to not play well. So that's.
There's a picture of that decal, folks, right there. It's nice creativeness by Jennifer.
Yeah,
really
she did a nice job with it.
Yeah. CLCY, they're going to have a
family night.
Yeah, January 26, 5:30, 7:30. You can go up there and see what the Y offers up there, which is a lot of things people don't realize.
They got a lot going on at that YMCA.
Yep.
I just got back into walking here up there. My foot's starting to heal up a little bit. Trying it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Article here about Mitch. Of course, Mitch Mitchell's buddy of mine down South Bristol, fireman, fire chief could be. He was down. He went pan. What do they call it?
Panning for gold.
Panning for gold. He was panning for gold, and he got talking to some people, and so anyway, they're going to be panning for gold to try to raise money for Operation Reboot, which is it's a veterans program, helps veterans. So
good stuff.
Yeah, great. It was a great article.
Yeah. On the inside here, there's a fisherman feeding Mainers. There's quite a story about this boat that goes around the islands and fish, has fish processed and served for meals.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers here are just staggering. They purchased over 800,000 pounds of fish for the program.
Yeah. They put $2.2 million back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I was just talking to my buddy Don Kerrigan here an hour or so ago, and this gal, Jessie Dowling, who rode that Mongolia, he says she's quite a gal.
Yeah.
He says, man, she's just really adventurous, smart.
Maybe Don and his wife should go down to Argentina,
Patagonia,
and cover that story. He should cover that story for Channel 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that children's play group. I was talking to my wife last night about that. That must be something for the people that are there.
Yeah, I would think so.
As long as the kids behave themselves.
Yeah.
It could be.
That's always
it could be a nightmare, but
that always a flip of the coin. How that's going to go.
You got to pick the right kids.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you sure do. And then even then, it's a crapshoot sometimes.
Yep. Got a French conversation group. They're Café Francais.
Yeah.
Café Francais.
Café Francais.
Yep.
Yeah.
Postal Service seeks help. Now I've never heard of this one. The Postal Service is seeking help to clear paths for mailboxes.
Yeah. They always told me if you wanted to get your mail, you had to have your mailbox shoveled out.
I think they could rewrite that article and put that in there.
Yeah,
save a lot of space in the paper.
That's right. Pretty simple. You want mail, shovel your mailbox out.
Or wait for the mailman.
Yeah, I'll see you in the spring.
Yep.
Yeah, see you in the spring.
A lot of dog articles.
Nice dog articles.
A lot of dog articles here. Don't forget, you got Maine Community Foundation. They're very generous.
Coming out.
They give up 700 scholarships.
Yep.
To graduating high school people.
Yeah.
So.
And the Mitchell Scholarship, he gives a scholarship $10,000 scholarship
Yep.
to every high school in the state. That's
Really?
a lot of money.
Wow.
And that fund was started when he decided not to run and all this campaign money. They took and invested it.
Wow.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Huh. I was reading on the sheriff's report. Okay, so
You read that, dude?
yeah. Well, I
You
want
check to see if your name is in there?
I want to make sure I'm not in it. But there was 4 arrests, and every single one of them was an OUI.
Yeah.
Now, come on, folks. You know.
I hear you. I hear you. You know, our girl, Miss Haley Bison, the Hardy Roots there, they granted a multi-year support from Point 32 Health
Now,
Foundation.
Haley's going to have to get a financial manager.
Really?
She's got so much money coming in, she doesn't even know what to do with it. Come on, Haley.
Yeah.
But, you know, think about it. If she invested her money right.
Her and that gal that has the flowers thing,
Yeah.
they got grants coming at them all the time.
Yeah.
Good for them. You going to go sing in the barbershop chorus?
Yeah. We're going to...
You never probably cut hair. Amongst all of the things you've done, probably barbering probably wasn't one of them.
I cut hair once.
Yeah?
Yep. I cut my friend's hair, and I've never... The guy's wife and I haven't talked since. So, anyway. I was mentioning the Whitefield Library. They got the second anniversary of the restoration of that library, which is I got to go up there and see it. I haven't seen it. I'd love to see it. It's an old building. They got the second floor of the library. It's undergoing construction. It looks like a big theater. See that, Larry? You see that picture? I'm on page 10A.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Down the end, looks like a stage down there.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
So.
I was busy looking at that ad for the ice cream social.
Yep.
Where is Roadside?
Roadside. What town are we in?
We're in Waldoboro, 1587 Atlantic Highway in Waldoboro, Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 3. I'm not sure what Roadside is, though.
No.
Is it a restaurant or what? But build your own Sunday, free for everyone. Huh.
No address. Come on, folks, you got to give us an address.
Yeah.
So they got that Talking Food series. That's going to be, that's coming back to Lincoln Theater.
Yeah.
That's very well attended, I
Yeah.
can tell you, folks. A lot of people. And then the Center for Teaching and Learning Student is publishing the Multilingual Literary Magazine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Bobby, we've just about muddled up this one bad enough for a week. Got through it. What you got planned for the weekend? Anything good?
Let's see. What do I got going on?
Must not be too good if you can't remember.
No, well, Friday, tomorrow night, folks, you want to see a fantastic band. Spencer Alby's got a music series going down there at the Public House, and he's bringing in different bands. But my buddy Sepp's son is a guitarist in the band, and I can't remember the name of the band, but...
Gonna be a good one?
Yep.
Yep.
Going to be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do a little basketball tomorrow night, and then maybe just take Toby for a walk on Saturday.
There you go.
How would that be, Toby? So, for all you folks at home, I'm Larry Sidelinger, Bear the Mills over here, Bobby Whear, Dinah Dave behind the camera, and we just say good night, Toby. Toby says good night. See you next time, folks.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.